Hi, I'm just gonna try making the banana bread using some oats, which I just grinded it. There's some bits of protein, a cup of protein oats as well, so I don't know what's in there. Maybe protein powder. So 3 eggs in here, just whisk them in a bowl. I got 3 overly ripe bananas, which I just mashed. And yeah, a powder of baking, 1 sachet of baking powder. Definitely not chicken cubes, they're just sitting there. Cool, let's get going. Right, so preheating the oven. Not to forget, we need some butter. Okay, even though I'm trying to make it healthy. And then of course, lovely walnuts as well, which are gonna go in, and probably for the topping as well.
Able to understand you.
Right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix all the dry ingredients
But one who prophesies
together,
strengthens others, encourages
like
them, and comforts.
this oat
The
flour.
person who speaks in tongues is
I'm gonna put
strengthened
some
personally.
baking
But one who speaks a word
powder
of prophecy strengthens
into
in their
it.
turn. I wish you could all speak in tongues.
And then
but
I'm gonna
even more,
mix
I wish
all
you could
the
all
wet
prophesy.
ingredients
For
together.
prophecy is greater
This
than
guy.
singing. There are secret
Right,
plots
so
will be exposed,
the
and they will fall to their knees and worship
banana,
God,
mashed
declaring
banana
God is
going
truly here among you.
in the flour.
A call to orderly worship.
Okay.
Well, my brothers and sisters, let's summarize. When you meet together,
Melted
one will
butter
sing, another will
going
teach,
in.
another will tell some special revelation God has given. One
Okay,
will speak in
and
tongues, and another will
now
interpret what is said.
3
But everything that is done must strengthen
eggs.
all of you. No more
Okay,
than
I'm not
2
gonna
or
use
3 should
sugar.
speak in tongues.
So
They must speak one at a time, and
going
someone must
to
interpret
pour
what they say. But if
some
no one is present who can interpret,
goodness
they must be silent in your church
Bitches.
meeting and speak in tongues
Honey.
to God privately.
into that.
Let 2 or 3 people prophesy, and let the others evaluate what is said. But if someone is prophesying and another
so
person
it's
receives
time
a
to
revelation from the
and
Lord,
whisk.
the one who is speaking must stop. In this way,
Mixing
all who
and
prophesy will have
whisking.
a turn to speak, one after the other, so that
Okay.
everyone will learn and be encouraged. Remember that people who prophesy are in control of their spirit and can take turns. For God
I'm not going to hesitate in adding some vanilla powder, protein powder, into this mix.
our preaching is useless,
Right,
and your
so
faith
I
is
have
useless.
just chopped some
And we
walnuts
apostles would all be lying about
I'm just
God.
adding
For we have
these
said that God raised Christ
into it.
from the grave. But that can't be true if
Yeah,
there is
no
no
banana
resurrection of the
bread
dead.
completes
And if
without
there is no resurrection of
good
the dead,
handful
then
of
Christ
walnuts.
has not been raised.
Mixing it
And if Christ has
again.
not been raised, then your faith is useless and you are still guilty of your sins. In that case, all who have died go through a man. Now the
Right, I just want to show you
resurrection
the
from dead has begun
consistency
through another man.
of this
Just as everyone
batter.
dies because we all
Now
belong
I'm
to
going
Adam,
to pour
everyone
that
who belongs to
into
Christ will be given new life. But there is an order to this resurrection.
cake tin.
Christ was raised,
And I'm going to
as
show you
the
before I
first
put it
of
in the
harvest.
oven.
Then the resurrection body.
Right,
But
so
someone may ask,
this
how will the dead be raised? What kind of bodies will they have?
mixture is
What a
going
foolish
into
question. When you
our
put a
cake
seed
tin.
into the ground, it doesn't grow into a plant unless it dies first. And what you put in the ground is not the plant that will grow, but only a bare seed of wheat or whatever you are planting. Then God gives it the new body he wants it to have. A different plant grows from each kind of seed. Similarly, there are different kinds of flesh. One kind for humans, another for animals, another for birds, and another for fish. There are also bodies in the heavens and bodies on the earth. The glory of the heavenly bodies is different from the glory of the earthly bodies. The sun has one kind of glory, while the moon and stars each have
There you
another
go.
kind. And even the stars differ from each other in their glory. It is the same
Now,
way
this is
with
going
the
in the
resurrection
oven
of the dead. Our
for,
earthly bodies are planted in the ground when
as
we
the book
die,
says, pour the
but they will
batter
be
into the
raised
loaf
to live
tin and
forever.
bake the cake for
Our
an
bodies are
hour in
buried
the
in
oven.
brokenness,
Let's see.
but they
I'll
will
keep
be
an eye
raised
in
in
between,
glory.
not leaving
They are
it
buried in weakness,
alone in
but
an
they will
hour.
be raised
Thank you.
in strength. They are buried as natural human bodies, but they will be raised as spiritual bodies. For just as the scriptures tell us the first man, Adam,
Straight into the oven, like this.
is a life
60 minutes.
first is the natural body. Then the spiritual
See you in a
body
bit.
comes with it. Adam, the first man,
Teddy.
was made from the dust of the earth.